gentlemen, and welcome to the much-awaited M3 storytelling event. Tonight you will be listening to various stories from around the world. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentations. To kick off this evening, the first story will be presented by none other than yours truly. My name is Anushka Joshi, and my story takes place in Morocco. It was a beautiful day in Morocco. The sun filtered through the stained glass windows of the mosque. The prayer call reverberated through the air like a melodious and harmonic chant. The breeze danced through the poplar trees, making them sway. My parents and I were on holiday in the beautiful Moroccan city of Marrakesh, and on that particular day, we were visiting one of Morocco's most famous markets, the souk at Jemaa Al Fna. The tantalizing aroma of spices wafted through the air. We were surrounded by colorful displays of every product imaginable, from carpets and silverware to Moroccan handicrafts and jewelry. Exotic items called out to buyers, luring them with the mysteries of the Maghreb. Merchants were pouncing on promising customers like lions racing to hunt a pack of deer. Now my dad, looking extremely suave in his Ray-Ban aviators and leather jacket, was conducting himself as if he was a known entity in the souk, with walking around and taking charge of all the dealings with the merchants. Now, just before entering the souk, my dad had spent over 20 minutes briefing my mom and I on the art and science of souk negotiations as if it was some major United Nations operation. After a few minutes in the souk, my mom picked up a beautiful purple silk scarf. Out of nowhere, my dad whisked the scarf out of her hand, telling her that the merchants were conning her and that it was a terrible deal. We then moved on, and the rest of the day was spent examining scarves as soft as snow, tasting morsels of delicious Moroccan delicacies such as dried figs and cracked barley, and trying on beautifully designed Moroccan silk robes. As you can see, we merely enjoyed the sights and the sounds of the souk without making a single purchase, keeping in mind my father's advice. Just before leaving the souk, my dad excused himself to have a quick cup of Moroccan mint tea. 30 minutes later, he reappeared with 2 shopping bags slung over each shoulder, a huge grin on his face. He excitedly opened the bags to show us his newfound treasures. Extraordinarily beneficial products, all at a very special throwaway price. Only for you, Habibi, he quoted the charming souk merchants. His purchases included 3 bottles of argan oil that would lower the risk of his cardiovascular diseases, 4 bars of fragrant olive oil soap that would smoothen his skin, 2 bottles of smelling salts that would calm the mind, body, and spirit, and a beautiful Moroccan silk robe embroidered in abstract pattern. That evening, my mom and I were sitting on the balcony watching a beautiful sunset, which resembled a never-ending canvas splattered with exotic pinks and purples. An aura of tranquility enveloped us. Suddenly, a roaring scream was heard from inside the hotel room. We rushed inside, only to find my dad's face as red as a beet. He was clutching a calculator, and he looked extremely angry. It had turned out that he had spent over $500 on the goods that he had bought, when he was sure he was going to be immune to the scams of the souk. So we tried in vain to calm him down, and then my mom suggested that he take a bath with the fragrant, lovely olive oil soap and dab some argan oil on himself to relax. My dad took these items into the bathroom along with the silk robe. So after about 15 minutes of silence, my dad rushed out of the bathroom, wrapped in his newly acquired silk robe. He was fuming as he had discovered an immense tear along the seams of the robe. So while he was ranting, he was furiously scratching his arm. Upon closer inspection, my mom and I saw the result of the fragrant olive oil soap and the argan oil that was supposed to soothe and mollify. These same products had caused an allergic reaction. Big fat red boils had invaded my dad's arm. My dad, now looking on the verge of passing out, quickly grabbed the smelling salts, unscrewed the cap, and inhaled, hoping to cleanse his mind, body, and spirit. However, just as the smell hit his nose, my dad gagged and threw the salt across the room, doubling over because of the noxious stench. Now, over the remaining 4 days of our holiday in Marrakesh, my dad adjusted his overconfidence and was more cautious in his dealings with the locals. Although my dad had these misadventures in the souk, we still had an amazing time in Morocco. And the memory and retelling of this incident still brings about gut-wrenching laughter. Although this story was not about me, I have learned from my dad to not be so naive and overconfident. The vendors in the souk were real smooth talkers, and most of the time, it is the charmers who take you for a ride. Thank you so much for listening.